Our People Excel Association is here today to respond to the statements that have been made public in the Daily Herald with regards to Marlin's cabinet to submit decree to halt snap elections. As a novice in this political arena and president of Helping Our People Excel, preparing team to contest for snap elections, I was very amazed to see the headlines of the newspapers this morning. According to earlier reports in our media, I understood that our governor, Mr. Eugene Holliday, said to Member of Parliament at the time, William Marlin, to prepare the country for snap elections after the Marcel cabinet said that they will no longer stand for what is going on, and they also set up a decree. Why now, after all this time, since 10-10-10? We have heard our governments and parliamentarians talk about electoral reform, and nothing has changed since then. We know that it would be a lengthy process at the wider views of the community, and it is important to find out how lengthy, how long should the people wait for constitutional and electoral reform? Is 5 years of our breakdown of governments not enough? I quote the Daily Herald of today, November 26, as our Prime Minister said. He said the people of the country don't want elections, and they were turned off by the thought of elections without electoral and constitutional reform. Which people? I do not recall having a meeting with our Prime Minister, William Marlin. I do not recall that. Those were not my sentiments as president of Helping Our People Excel. Being determined to work with each other, with our partners in the Kingdom of the Netherlands, with our neighbors in French St. Martin, with all the peoples of the world on the basis of freedom, equality, peaceful coexistence, and international solidarity. We declare that we are a people that believes in the principle of democracy, the rule of law, the principle of separation of powers, the dignity and value of an individual, and the entitlement of the individuals to the fundamental rights of freedom. Declare that we wish to create a constitutional order based on an open and approachable government. These are the few words that we find in the preamble of our Constitution. Our ministers have taken an oath. Our parliamentarians have taken an oath. And part of it says, I swear that I have neither given nor promised anything, nor shall I promise anything, howsoever described and under any pretext to anyone whomsoever. I swear that I shall not accept any promise or gift from anyone at all, either directly or indirectly, in order to do or refrain from doing anything in the course of this appointment. I swear allegiance to the King and the Constitution of the Kingdom, that I shall always help to uphold the Constitution of St. Martin, and that I shall champion the interests of St. Martin, and to the best of my ability, so help me God. According to Article 41, that is the oath of a minister. According to Article 44, the Parliament represents the entire population of St. Martin. All these are basic elements in our Constitution that have been placed there for the community of St. Martin. We need to stand. We need to unite as a people to make the change that our country deserves in able to move forward. We cannot allow, if we have the right to vote, and the right should not be taken away from us because it is our right. We need to strive for excellence, and combining our strengths as a people and a nation, we can support and help to create a more sustainable government. But we all have to do our share in our own way. And that is starting with ourselves. People are indeed tired, taken for granted by our represented government officials. We need clear leadership and a vision that we can include our citizens, that they too feel part of the development of our country. To our Prime Minister and his cabinet, to our parliamentarians, and to all authorities, to our governor, to our kingdom partners, to the second chamber in Holland and representatives thereof, I'm making my voice heard and my sentiments because I have the right to do so. We need to stand up together and help each other to do what is right for our people of our country to move forward in a positive and good way. The moral of our people has been shaken time and time again. The trust in our highest form of authorities have been broken time and time again. I say it's enough. I say it's time for a change. And it has to start with us, our people. And that's why I think it's needed for us to go to elections. The change comes from the people. You have a voice, St. Martin. The power is your vote. Helping our people excel will strive to do just that by starting with me as a citizen. As a person that loves this country, I stand to openly and honestly tell you, St. Martin, that we need to go to elections. We need a lot of change in our community. And the only way to do that is to stand up for our rights.
I'm Lucky Morales. I'm president of the Beyond St. Martin Development Party. And I was invited here to this press conference by Mercedes. I'm happy to say that I'm in full agreement with what she is stating in her press release. For the 100%, I can go with her. Me and my party, we are right behind her statements. So we have the right to vote, and we would like to do that. So I think we need to go to the elections and just cast our votes. We are, how shall I put it? We are not happy with how the things are going in the country, and we have the right to say it, speak out loud about it, and make our people conscious about what is happening. So I'm fully in agreement with her statements, and I want to leave it like up here till here. Thank you.
My name is Jacinto Mock, and I would like to congratulate Mercedes Wyatt, better known in our community as Electra, on her new party. The Hope Party is one of new ideas from Electra herself, and as I can see, it involves a lot of energy and enthusiasm and creativity. I come to you today as a citizen. Many of you know me as the president of SRP, but as a citizen, I get to feel what you must be feeling out there. I get to know, I get a feel for your sentiments. I get to know of your sorrow and griefs. As we read the newspaper today, we confer between us, and I think that ship jumping in itself is not the right reason to involve the whole country in the decision making, which should be the responsibility of William Marlin. I also believe that as a new party, Hope has already shown us that they have an eye for those details. There's not much I want to say because I leave everything to our president. But I hope that you make a good selection and a good decision in this election here. And I hope that you would vote Hope.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Anybody bingo? Nobody bingo.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guineas real easy. Island Finance. For education, a renovation. That's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all. They're quick and friendly too. Island Finance. Appliances, vacations, even fix your car. You can depend on Island Finance. Here we go.
This is freedom, this is life. Happiness is all I'm seeking. Carpe diem, I'm seizing every day, not just the weekend. Here's to all the good times that have come to last. Here's to living in the now.
When you can afford what you crave, life just gets so
So
good.
alive and I'm feeling good, so good, so good, so good. Hey, I'm gonna live my life, feeling good, so good, real good, so
KFC, so good for everyone.
In domestic violence, if I go, I don't go, I'll follow them on Facebook. But it starts with everybody understanding that it's a serious matter on the island. It's an unspoken dilemma that we face. Because a lot of times, on one hand, you have a female suffering in a domestic violence situation. She feels she can't go to anyone, of course. But then, a lot of times, that person inflicting the violence happens to be the breadwinner, happens to be maybe the person everybody wanna don't go with, and we get a lot of blaming the victim instead of understanding that the solution is and understanding what the issue is. How can we encourage people to speak up, whether it pertains to somebody you know, somebody that's a family member, even if they consider to be makuing, sometimes the people don't know who to turn to and they suffer in silence. And instead of becoming a statistic and having us walk through Phillipsburg with a board representing someone who's no longer with us because they waited maybe that one day too long, we should encourage everyone, whether it's someone we know, it's somebody we know of, that it's not okay.
Because I never thought that I would have to be a part of something where I would lose someone to violence in such a manner. And I lost my sister and my niece to violence that we never even saw coming. And every year, I go through the same emotions, I go through the same nightmare, I relive the same moment. I think about what if I had said something, what if I had been a little firmer, what if I had listened to certain things that I didn't even hear, what if I looked a little closer, what if I had told her, you know what, you should just leave this relationship. But my sister wasn't somebody that would appear to be abused. She was not someone that I would see someone hitting. She was a fighter. She wouldn't take a lick from anyone. And what was her end was her love for believing that this person would change, that this person, if I just loved them enough, if I just gave them all the love that I have inside of me, it would be enough. And I could never forget speaking to her that Saturday afternoon. And she said, you know, I'm never gonna get married. And I said, why would you say something like that? Everybody wants to get married. Everybody wants to dress up and look pretty. She goes, no, that will not happen to me. And I said, you know what? Sometimes in life, you gotta know when to let go. You gotta know when you have done enough. And she said, sis, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. I said, no, I don't think you're hearing me. I said, I think you need to know when you did enough.
All I can ask you is thank you for coming out, and we can do this. one woman at a time, one friend at a time, even one man at a time. We can do it if we speak out and do not tolerate. Nothing funny about, or you deserve it, or he is going to forgive. No, we have, whenever we see it, we have to speak out. And I thank you all for supporting Safe Haven. We are few in numbers, but we don't need many to be strong. And people will see us, and as long as we do what we have to do, it doesn't matter. Everything starts with a step. Everything starts with 2 people or 10. And I want to thank you for coming out, and I want to thank the new board of Safe Haven for continuing what we started years ago. And I really applaud them for what they're doing this week, and I'm asking you to support them in every which way you can.
And I say for every time that each and every one of you come out, I ask you to bring along someone with you. As Angelique said, every time this march takes place, not the first time it took place in the march, but every time it takes place, the numbers disappoint me. Because I expect as a community that we support each other. And when we don't show up for such an important initiative, and as we carry the candles, and as I listen to Melissa, as we carry the candles in our hand for a life that was lost, that persons in our community don't find it important to do so. That hurts, and it hurts a lot. I not only came with my children, but I came with my husband. Because I think as we women march, our husbands, our brothers, our uncle, our nephews should march along with us. To say that they too as men are against domestic violence, because they are men who have been abused. But for us, we always champion the women, and they should be against. My brother, I know, is against any man mentally, physically, emotionally abusing me. So when you come out, I'm telling you, bring a female friend along, bring a male friend along.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Anybody bingo? Nobody bingo.
In my opinion, everything is perfect and you would be great for the job. But I see here that there's a 2-year gap in your resume. What did you do?
I was hospitalized for mental illness.
Oh, mental illness?
I've undergone treatment and I have a wonderful family that supports me.
Well, that is good news.
No, it's fine. I'm recovered.
We'll contact you, okay?
For a better understanding of mental health and what you can do to stop mental health stigma, please go to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
The tireless efforts, commitment, come rain or shine, in the good wins and the bad losses, the coach is always there to pick the team up and do the X's and O's to ensure that things happen the way they should.
Category is Mr. Franklin Rajuki.
For those who doesn't know me, my name is Franklin Rajuki. I was born in the island of Aruba, but like Mr. Hamilton said, I am a St. Martiner. My mother was born here. So where her navel string is, I am from. I want to say also to Mr. Hamilton Richardson, who was also my boss, and Mr. Les Brown, who is also my boss, and our Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports, Sylvia Jacobs. She was also my boss. Mervyn Bobatui, Roddy Busby, Wilfred Spratt, everyone that make my day beautiful. All the children that pass through the auditorium that I taught table tennis to in the schools, all the parents who drop off the kid that figure that is a daycare center. I want to say thank you to the young lady that just gave me this award, this presentation to me, Narisa. She was also one of my students. So I'm very proud to know that my work did not go without unnoticed. You know, I'm very happy, I'm glad, I'm thankful. And to the media, thank you. And to the Most High God, He made it all possible, because without His mercy, I won't be here today. Thank you.
The following teams were presented by the various organizations and subsequently nominated for this category. The nominees are?
The winner in the Best Overall Team category is Carib Swim Team.
To say thank you to everyone. This is one of our swimmers, Rashad Peterson, who is here tonight, and at Carib Swim Team, we really believe in building champions for life, and that's what I see everybody here doing. And so we're thrilled and honored with this award. Thank you.
Please welcome Ms. Lizette Carter.
Good evening. On behalf of my family, we would like to thank the sports department and the ministry for this initiative that they took on recognizing my grandfather for all that he's contributed to this country and to the sports. Thank you. And congratulations to all the nominees, and have a good night.
Recognizing a young ambassador. So the next Brown Pelican Sports Award is going to be handed over to a young ambassador. Sports and athletics are necessary for health and well-being. However, sports can also be used as a vehicle for personal and community development and transformation, creating confidence, cooperation, and cohesion. The central objectives of the St. Martin Brown Pelican Awards: Award Youth Ambassador. Our first recognition is we recognize youth athletes who are at the top of their respective sports, who exhibit discipline in training and competition and embody sportsmanship. Number two, inspire others, in particular youth, to get more involved with structured sports programs and make them more aware of sporting opportunities on the island. 3, raise awareness pertaining to the importance of athletics for overall health. And 4, to foster civic pride in athletes and the wider community. I would now like to call on stage Ms. Lizanne Charles.
The Brown Pelican Sports Award Young Ambassador Award was actually birthed out of an idea that was put forth by young Mr. Horsford of the youth department. He's actually an intern there, so thank you very much. His idea was that the various departments and divisions of ministry, education, culture, youth, and sports designate a person who could champion their objectives. And because we at the Department of Sports believe that teamwork makes the dream work, we went ahead with his idea. So as Angelica already said, the sports ambassador, the young ambassador, is an important person for 2016, sorry. This person is expected to be the face of sports on the island, to champion sports, to get people motivated and inspired to become a part of the various sports that they like. So in order to give out this award, or the person who will give out this award, is our Honorable Minister, Silveria Jacobs. Please come to the stage.
It gives me great pleasure to give this award to a young ambassador who I know can fill the shoes that is expected to share the love of sports, fitness, and health. I would like to welcome to the stage none other than Miss Yoli Holly.
Honored to receive such an award for the first Brown Pelican, and I would like to also thank Incredible Nutrition and the ministry for allowing me to display and motivate and encourage and inspire so many people, not only the children, my students, but I also want to inspire adults and everyone else. And thank you so much, and it's such an honor to receive this award. And most importantly, I would also like for the athletes to continue doing what you're doing, because it takes so much self-motivation and discipline to do what we do, and that goes for all of the athletes in every sport. So I would like everyone to give them a round of applause, because this is not easy. All the baseball players, soccer, volleyball, swimming, it takes a lot of motivation. And I would also like to thank once again the ministry for recognizing us, the athletes, and I hope this continues. Thank you.